Hi everyone, and welcome to Big Ideas Growing Minds. We're so happy you're here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Today's big idea comes from Nobel Prize-winning Daniel Kahneman and his best-selling book, Thinking Fast and Slow. The book offers a better understanding of how decisions are made, why certain judgment errors are so common, and how we can improve ourselves. In this video, we'll focus on some key definitions from the second part of the book called Heuristics and Biases. If you're not already familiar with the work of Kahneman, we recommend that you check out our other videos on Thinking Fast and Slow, where we focus on System 1 and System 2. But back to heuristics and biases. Here, Kahneman demonstrates repeatedly how easily heuristic methods and biases can lead to misinterpretations and misunderstandings. This is due to the fact that the automatic System 1 finds relationships and causality where none exist, and hence assign greater meaning to something that actually occurred due to chance. Anchors. An anchoring effect occurs when people are exposed to a random value before making an estimation of a specific value. The interesting thing is that often the estimates stay surprisingly close to the random value which the evaluator was exposed to beforehand, even if the evaluator is determined to resist the influence of the random value. If, for example, you ask a group of people to evaluate how old Gandhi was when he died with an anchoring follow-up question of whether you think he became older than 114, you'll end up with much higher estimates of his actual age at death than you would if the anchoring question referred to him dying before the age of 35. And if you consider how much you're willing to pay for a house, you'll be influenced by the asking price. The same house will appear more valuable if the listing price is high. In fact, this anchoring effect is so strong that it reaches absurd limits, and basically any number that you're asked to consider as a possible solution to an estimation problem will induce an anchoring effect. In one disturbing experiment, a fair number of judges were asked to establish a prison sentence for a woman who committed a crime. Before presenting their sentence, loaded dice were thrown onto the table, with a result that was always 3 or 9. On average, those judges which got a 9 proposed a sentence of 8 months in prison, whereas the average sentence of the judges who got a 3 was 5 months of prison. The availability heuristic. The availability heuristic operates on the notion that if I can think of it, it must be important. It's a mental shortcut that occurs when people make judgments about the probability of something based solely on how easy it is to think of examples. We assume our memories are a representative sample of reality and discount events that are outside of our immediate recollection. If we can quickly think of multiple examples of something, we will believe it's quite common. A commonly cited example of the availability heuristic is an experiment that asked people to recall words that begin with the letter K versus words that have K as their third letter. Because the participants could recall many more words that started with a K, such as kitchen, kangaroo, and kale, most of them were surprised by the fact that there are actually about twice as many words with K in third place. Availability heuristics also cause a bias in how we assess risk. Trends in media coverage cause people to fear some risks more than others, where in fact there is no legitimate reason for it. Like, for example, after watching a number of television programs about shark attacks, you assess the likelihood of a shark attack much higher than it actually is. The Linda problem. Another common bias by System 1 thinking is mistaking plausibility for probability. Kahneman illustrates this by an experiment called the Linda problem. It goes like this. Linda is a social activist. Is she more likely to be a bank teller or a feminist bank teller? Obviously, she is statistically more likely to be a bank teller because all feminist bank tellers are bank tellers. So if we choose feminist bank teller as our answer, we're decreasing our odds of being right. However, many people get fooled by System 1 and choose feminist bank teller simply because it feels more plausible. And with that, we conclude this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give it a like. Take care and see you soon.